Who is in charge and what is really happening in Aso Rock? What is really happening in Aso Rock? This is the question I've been asking myself lately, and I'm sure vast majority of Nigerians are also wondering what is going on in that powerhouse of our dear nation. Many times I have availed myself minutes to think deeply about Nigeria. In all honesty, I am one of the people that doesn't believe in the Nigerian will be great again soon slogan that our leaders always want us to echo. It's not that I don't pay our dear country be great again and truly exhibit the famous tag giant of Africa. We all want and pray Nigeria becomes a better nation. It is our daily cry. We yearn for it deeply. We all wish something magical happens and causes a great turnaround. But the continuous state of despair and deterioration that our past and present leaders has dragged us into won't allow room for much optimism. The piece is not on the history of our failures as a nation. So let's save it for another time and move to the pertinent question on everyone's lips and mind. Who is in charge and what is really happening in Aso Rock? The latest episode of the happening in the Aso Rock, the powerhouse of Nigeria, is an unfortunate and intolerable one. We have heard about the power tussle. We have seen the fight video. We know about the cabal and the life of intricacies that is on full display in the Aso Rock. But under no circumstance should gunshot be fired except for security breach, which in the case isn't. I have searched and made findings but never seen nor heard about it. That a president will pack all his relatives into the Aso Rock. President Muhammad Buhari has not done well in this regard. You would hear the president's first cousin, second cousin, fourth and seventh uncle all living in the presidential villa at the Aso Rock. It shows how much value our president has placed on the citizens. This act alone is enough to convince us that President Muhammad Buhari does not hold us in any regard, and in turn, we shouldn't expect much from his administration. So, you pardon me when I say I'm not one of the people praying for this nation, not this administration. It is evidence we have a figurehead at the helm of affairs. Where should we start from? Is it the posit that he is dead already and the one leading us is a clone or one Jubril, an alleged impersonator from Sudan? What about the late Abakari, who was the de facto president before his demise? We all thought Abakari's demise would set things back to normalcy and maybe would start to experience positivity from the Aso Rock. Several weeks after the former chief of staff departure, one president still seemed inactive. The cabal is still growing strong by the day with this latest saga. Maman Daura is a powerful man who resent the First Lady Sabiu Yusuf, President Buhari's special assistant, whom Aisha Buhari aide de camp ADC assaulted, is now taking cover under Maman's roof. Maman has called onto his trusted allies in the cabal for the proper move to curb and cut Aisha Buhari's feathers. All this nonsense happening right there under President nose, and as usual, he will remain inactive. That is why this administration would achieve nothing meaningful, because we have a figure as the number one citizen. Everybody keeps doing what they want with no iota of respect for the constituted authority. May God help us all. Amen. Viewers, you can see one of the reasons why we are experiencing failure in this administration. We can imagine Mr. President Muhammadu taking all his family, aside from his present family, immediate family. He has to take all his cousins, nephews, and his brothers down to Aso Rock. You can imagine. Is that right? Why wouldn't there be poor tussle? Why wouldn't there be war? Why wouldn't there be beef when the President Muhammadu has given that room? Who is ruling Aso Rock? Is it Buhari, Aisha, or his relatives, or his cousins? Who is ruling Aso Rock? All these things are what we should ask ourselves and ponder upon, because this administration has caused so much harm, has caused so much war to this country. Citizens are no longer comfortable in their own country. They now sleep with eyes open because of the level of insecurity in this country. No one walk freely on the road because of fear of who will come after them. Nigerians, is it supposed to be so? Ask yourself, why are we living in fear in our own country? Why are we supposed to be living with fear in our own country? Our own country has reduced us to nothing. Our own country has made us to be a nobody in our own country. Is that not a public insult and embarrassment? You can imagine. See what we have been made to be in our own country. We can no longer have a say in our own country, in our own constitution. We can no longer walk freely on road without people coming after our lives. All these are caused by this administration. It means that this country is being ruled by the families and not the president. You can see the reason why Osibajo, the vice president, couldn't have a say in matters or issues concerning this country, because this country has given the president and its family the opportunity to decide and preside over matters that concerns the country, which is absolutely nonsense. It's absolutely nonsense and unheard of. It's not proper. It's not right. And can never be right. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is we must learn to put things right. We must learn to adhere to what is right. We must learn to pursue what we feel that is right. We must not concur to wrongdoings of this administration. This administration must be called to order. We must be called to order. Whether President Muhammadu Buhari likes it or not, he must learn to listen to the voice of the masses. So viewers, what is your take on this news? Please don't forget, your comments concerning this news are very much important. Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.